Hi, Kelly Peel with Emotional Regulation Ideas for Real Kids in Real Moments. I had a hard time getting kids to consider strategies for emotional regulation because when it's a good day, who wants to talk about a bad day? I don't really blame them. But on the bad days, it was just impossible for their brain and their bodies to absorb a new strategy to help them through that. So, and it's not resistance, it's biology. So I would use a metaphor of a backpack, and we would talk about how ridiculous it would be to show up to a campsite or a trailhead and decide at that moment, I think I'll pack now. So we would talk about how if you pack ahead, if we practice on the good days, on a boring old Tuesday, the strategies for those emotional storm days, then we're ready to go. And when we practice when we're calm and when we don't need the tools, those little habits are very useful. Much like practicing for soccer. You don't show up to a game without practicing. You don't show up to a concert without practicing. That's why emotional learning isn't an extra, it's preparation for those moments that we know we're going to have them. We know we're going to have them, like right now. And it's not about fixing kids, it's about equipping them with the tools that they need. In this backpack series, I'm going to offer a few videos of some of my favorite things to pack into their backpacks, so to speak, for their journey. So I'd love for you to consider, what are some emotional storms that you would like tools for? I have a few tools that were really useful for those real kids in those real moments, and I will give you how I use them, and we'll use some creative ways to not pile more onto your plate. So if you have some ideas, or if you have a tool or something you packed in your backpack that's really useful, please put them in the comments below. And I sure appreciate you joining me.